ready. Greetings, Greetings, digital Democrats. It is I, Shipman again. So yesterday I explained how you can best aid the digital democracy revolution, and that was by, well, joining Flux, and then by joining up to the forums. Then I explained how to join the forums. Then I went to sleep. Then I did some work today. Then I checked the forums, and there was not a noticeable uptick. So I watched the video again. Odd. Couldn't be the video. But what I did realize was I was introducing these working groups like there was something very exciting. And then I realized, Shipman, no one knows what a working group is. So here, today, Shipman will explain, with his sweet new editing, how the working groups work at Flux. So, at Flux, they at Flux, the people there, are using or are moving towards implementing the holocratic organizational structural method. Up until now, it has been a very self-organizing organization where any member was free to take the reins of pretty much anything, and then Nathan and Max were kind of like, please don't do that, please don't break that. Other than that, carry on. It worked. I think it worked really well. 8,000 members. But now we're moving towards a more horizontal organization, more structure method. It's called holacracy. Essentially, it's a bunch of like industries, dare I call them, or segments that are required to operate a political party, in this case, that all joined up to a central steering committee, but are self-running other than that, I guess. I'll do a better video later about it. The most important part are these subsegments called, should use the other hand, working groups, way harder, working groups, editing skills. So let's tear on into what the dilly-dally working group is. Move to bottom, and now I will explain it, starting with the first one, the most important one, awareness working group, brackets communications. So this working group, I'll just check my little screen, is responsible for media, social media, and content generation. Meaning that everything outwards facing, getting on board new members and being like, hey, check this out, pretty cool, digital democracy revolution's here, this is Flux, this is how it works. Also approaching other media outlets, or not, I guess other, just standard media outlets, and being like, hey, we're Flux, same stuff as with the members. And then also generating a bunch of content that can explain Flux really well, that can be razzle-dazzle, greater initiatives like really well thought out and well presented, informative YouTube videos with high production values, and you know, just like other great ideas. Anyway, let's move on to the engagement brackets culture working group. So this is the flip side of awareness. So this is the internal facing, I guess, marketing, communication, running the membership, running the forums, things like that. Making sure the membership are informed, they're onboarded well, and they know where and when to vote, crucially. Things along those lines. Also organizing events in the IRL, real life world, for members to come to if they want to touch faces in a consensual fashion with just the fingertips. I mean, pretty much explains engagement working group. I think we all understand that. Finance, brackets finances, not my words, working group. So these guys and gals shall be in charge of compliance and fundraising, along with whatever else everybody else works out, but basics, let's call it those. So making sure that our we raise money really well with great ideas like Patreon. Link will be down the bottom. Potentially, if not, I'll update it. Not sure if it's 100% set up yet. Fuck it. Link will be down the bottom. I'll make it happen. Donate to our Patreon. Yeah, but setting these things up, making sure someone's managing them, creating the roles for who should manage them and how they should be managed, and what accesses people should be given, and who they should double check those accesses with if they're going to manage and spend funds. Things like that would be the roles of the working group to make those projects and to make those roles defined, and then find people to fill them and be good at them. And then up to the final group, and potentially most important after awareness, obviously, is implementation, brackets doing. So this covers a whole suite of things, such as administration. So again, making sure that our databases are kept clean of the member details, and volunteer lists are fresh, and if we have to do phone banking, there are correct procedures followed. Things along those lines. Also, the education of people about blockchain and IBDD and encryption and being socially aware in general, and participatory democracy in general, and a bunch of things like that. Also the technology, so this is crucial as well. So this is the actual app design side of things. We have the back end of a working secure voting method. We need a user interface coded really soon. If people have coding skills and they think the digital democracy revolution is a great idea, please donate your time and 6 skills. I don't understand them, but I'm sure you do. Also, the implementation team will handle campaigns and things like that, and make sure we do things to code and we don't commit crimes of an electoral legal nature. So that's all from me on working groups. I bet I definitely kept this bad boy under the 3-minute to 4-minute 30 rule that I had. Bye. Shipment out of here. Play the track, play the track. Talk soon, digital democracies.